Well, I was supposed to have 6 rounds of chemo, and it turns out they think I'm strong enough to do 7. So I'm excited that I feel well enough to do 7, but now that it's coming, it feels daunting, like one more round of chemo, just real negative vibe around it. So I kept thinking I should be able to celebrate my last round of chemo, but I'm really just gonna come home and crawl into bed and be sick for the next 2 weeks. And so I just started thinking, what could we do to celebrate the last day of chemo? And I just thought I would love to see other people being the recipients of the good and kind acts that our family has been. So I just thought it would be great to promote ovarian cancer awareness and to promote the do good, be kind lifestyle, and to wear it, share it, live it. I was driving in the car by myself, and I kind of already felt like I did. So when I saw that it was my doctor calling me, I actually said out loud, "Oh, it's my doctor, and he's calling to tell me I have cancer." So I pulled off the road, and he told me I had cancer, and I asked him what kind, and he said ovarian, and I said, "I knew it. I knew it." And so he's like, "What?" And I said, "I just had this feeling that I had ovarian cancer, and I'm ready to move forward." So I know a lot of people have the slogan that you're fighting cancer. But when my sister and I were talking, I said, "Can we say I kiss it goodbye or something? Because I want to take this from a loving approach. I don't want to feel like I'm fighting against doctors and I'm fighting against God and I just want to feel like we're approaching them from a place of love." And I think that's kind of what's kept me doing it. I don't feel like I'm pushing against anything. I feel like I'm just cruising along. I would just say to find a focus, like minimize everything to that focus. Like when I first got diagnosed, I made a decision not to Google, I wanted to listen to my doctors, and I wanted to do what I felt the Lord wanted me to do, because I'm a spiritual person. And so I just didn't let all the outside clutter in, and I just focused on one treatment. Never let myself get ahead to the next, because it feels doable. If you start thinking about all the things that have to happen to get better, it feels overwhelming. So just focusing on one thing at a time. And also my focus was my family. I've got 6 kids, and I want to be here to raise them and see their accomplishments and their milestones in life. And so when I start to go into negative thoughts, I think, no, I gotta pull this back and get myself together, because I got these 6 kids that need me, and so I've got to be strong for myself. I think the thing that sticks out to me the most is the night I shaved my head. Sorry, actually shaving your head is a lot more emotional than you think. Like, you know it's coming, but when we were actually doing it, I was sobbing. She was just holding my hands and telling me, "Mom, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. You're still gonna be you, and we're gonna love you, and we're gonna get you through this, no matter what." And my younger kids were crying and scared to death of me, and she's like, "They're gonna love you just the same." So she was just kind of my biggest cheerleader through that, and she's kind of kept that going as things have progressed and moved on with my treatments. Just at one point, there was a lot of offers to bring meals and clean my house, and I was just mortified. I didn't want anyone in my space. I'm also very private. And my mom was coming to visit, and some ladies had offered to clean, and I was like, "No way, my mom's coming to clean my house. I don't want 2 people in my house." But she sent me a text that said, "We would love to help you if you would just let us help." And that just really struck me, and I thought, here I am. If this had happened to my friend, I'd want to help her. And so I just decided in that moment, I texted her back and said, "Yes, come over today." And I was totally mortified. But you know what? There had been such a gloom over our house for the couple days prior. And all these friends and neighbors came in, and they were laughing and talking and cleaning and playing with my kids and talking to my kids, and the mood completely changed. And in that moment I said, I will never say no to a kind offer again. I'm just gonna let it be. And we have, and now I feel like so indebted to so many people, like I could just never repay everyone for all the kindness shown to our family. I think it's just meant everything, because my family feels loved. We don't feel scared. We aren't worried. We have people on speed dial. If I'm not having a good day, I know who will pick my kids up from school. Actually, on nights where I thought I could make dinner and I really haven't been able to, there's always been a meal that's just come unexpected. Or I'll get a text saying, I just feel like I should bring your family dinner tonight, can I? And it's so hard, still so hard to type those words yes, but I know that for some reason they felt like we needed a meal, and we really did. And so I just want to let all that, we just want to let all that kindness in. And it's made my kids and our whole family, my husband and I, feel safe. Amidst all the unknown, we feel like we're in a safe place. It could have been a long, miserable, scary 8 months, but it's been a really wonderful, happy 8 months. I feel like I'm just a little corner of the world, and all my people in my circle have left our place just a little bit happier than it was 8 months ago. And all of those had added up to tremendous happiness. So I feel like it's just making your little corner of the world a little happier. It doesn't have to be big, just talking with the checker at the checkout stand, or saying yes when your kids ask you to play a game. There's just so many different easy things you can do that seem so small, but they have a huge, huge impact.
You can have the answers and you can have the means whereby you can help people, but the real meat and potatoes of the whole thing is service. You know, and every time you turn on the news, you just hear about robberies and shootings and bad things that are happening. But I will tell you that if you give people a chance, you'll find more good than you ever will find bad.
I think the number one thing is people are just there. I mean, those are the tiny little things, or just a text from a friend that says, I'm thinking about you today, or like I said, just the little things make such a difference. I don't think people realize how nice it is just to maybe have 2 or 3 hours where it is dead quiet when you're raising 6 children and you don't feel well and it's basically chaos, and someone comes along and takes the kids. It's awesome. And the meals. I mean, there was never a night we didn't have meals. That means Saturday and Sunday. I mean, I cooked 2 meals. That was it. In almost 7.5 months. Amazing.
Okay, my message to the world would be to embrace the people around you. Sometimes it's going to be give, and sometimes it's going to be take, and that you really can't live complete fulfillment without experiencing both. And along with there'll be times you can just jump in and help others. I've been able to do little things for other people just from my couch. I'm really good at Googling things for people right now, and you know, calling or sending texts, but you also have to have the take and let others do good and be kind to you, because they need that in their life, and you need that. It's just something that connects you and brings you closer together. So I'm challenging everyone who hears this, I hope it goes far-reaching, to wear teal or do good, be kind gear, or better yet, this teal do good, be kind gear. On Friday, May 18th, take a picture of yourself doing something kind for someone, post it on Instagram, tag at dogoodbekind, and use the hashtag dogoodbekind.